Hello to our followers, subscribers, and watchers of my YouTube videos. Today we're doing another comic book review. This time it's Jupiter Jet and the Frogotten Radio. So let's talk about Jupiter Jet and the Frogotten Radio. This is the second volume in the story of Jupiter Jet, a character created by Ashley Victoria Robinson and Jason Inman. It has art pencils by Ben Matsuya. Color was done by Elizabeth Kramer with lettering by Taylor Esposito. Overall, well, I'm not going to give you my overall review to the very end, of course, but I want to say this. I enjoy Jupiter Jet. I think she's a great character, and I enjoyed the story arc. It takes place a few months after the end of this storyline, so here's the original one right here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And here's the second volume. So we start, she's doing some reconnaissance work, creating something for everyone to help them do better and save their city. I'm not going to get too much into the plot because I don't want to spoil it very much. Other than that, at the end of the first volume, there's a big surprise that she learns about her city. She's trying to help her city so that they can survive the evil that's occurred because they don't want to come back and hurt them. So this volume, she tries to do that. And she finds someone that she's been missing in her life. In the first volume, we learn that her mother has disappeared. She's gone. We don't know where, we don't know why, but she's not there. So she finds her mother. So that's another amazing thing. She finds her mother, reunited with her mother, and then her brother becomes her sidekick. And he creates his own name, superhero name, as a sidekick. And has his own little adventure. That's the best thing. You get an adventure of Jupiter Jet and her brother. So cool. I really enjoyed seeing this again. I was so excited when I heard they're doing another Kickstarter, so I was really glad that I got to be in on it again to help them create this great second volume. And I hope there is a third volume, which they set up a third volume. I think the storyline is really great. I think I love where they're going with it, but my only qualm is it felt a little rushed. Like they were trying to get to the end of the story too soon. Like I said, we meet her mom, and I feel like they don't develop the character enough. And what happens when she does first meet her mom? It's sort of like there's something there. There's some tension. There's something that she needs to learn about what's going on, and they get to it so fast. That's the only thing I really have about the storyline that was really like hard for me to like be like, well, wait a minute, what about, can we slow down? I felt like it was rushed. That's the only negative thing I would have to say I have about the storyline. I thought they went in a really great direction because in the first one, we really got to set up her city, what she's doing there, how she got her jetpack. In this story, we add more to the storyline of the jetpack and how it's fueled. Because, I mean, it's not gas powered. I mean, come on, look at that. Does that look like it's gas or some jet fuel? No. It's some really cool, awesome, like mineral, I think is what they call it, or rock that helps fuel this. And she helps decide how to help her city with their problems. It got to go some places I loved. It got some space adventures. It got some almost sort of like Western adventures going on. So there's some stuff that's got like sort of a Western theme to it. And of course there's the Frogotten Radio and what that means. I don't want to give that away because that's too much of the plot and I want you to be able to read it. I think some of the other things I loved about this is the homages they made to other creators and other storylines. There's a scene in here that is a really great homage to one of the covers, a DC Comics cover from Action Comics of Superman when he his first appearance. And some of the places they are at, and so the locations in the city are named after like artists and creators. Oh, and speaking of artists and creators, the creators make a cameo in the book. So you gotta look for them. But all of them, not just Ashley and Jason, but all of them. And of course, those who did the Kickstarter level that's a little higher, they also got to have some cameos in here, which I think is a really great like way of recognizing them. And of course, everyone who did Kickstart did get their name in the very back, which is really cool. So yeah, I think it's a really great story. This is also a great story for any age. This is like an all ages kind of book. This isn't just for adults. Both of them are great all ages books. And if you have a daughter, or you are a woman, or you identify as a woman, or your child identifies as a woman, great storylines for them. Talks about how, like, well, women can do it. Women can do things. They are able to. They are strong. They have the capacity to do things. I think it's worth a read for any age group. So I would see if you can pick it up. If you can find it or get your local comic book store, which I have a link to be able to find a local comic book store, see if they will order one for you. If not, you can go to Jason Inman's website. I have that down there. You can order it there as well. So my overall grade, or I guess points, is based on a Mohawk. So how many Mohawks did Jupiter Jet and the Frogotten Radio get for me? Well, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5. Mainly because the storyline, like, it went a little fast. I felt like it could have gone a little slower, maybe 1 or 2 more issues. If you were to do this as floppies, I feel like 1 or 2 more issues of information, or just a little more development would have been nice. But overall, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the new characters we met, the characters from before and how they interacted with everyone. The fun little silly moments that some of the characters had was really great. So that's my overall review. I hope you enjoyed this review. So go check out this if you can, and some of their other stuff you'll find on their website. They also have an amazing, Jason and Ashley have an amazing podcast called Geek History Lesson. If you're into like learning about like geek things like comic books or movies or TVs, they have some really great podcasts about all those things, and they make it fun. So go check out that. Of course, I'll link to that in the description. And thanks again for joining me in this review. I hope you enjoyed it. So that's it for me. Now you have an end screen which shows another video you should watch by me, and how to subscribe, and to say thank you to those who are my patrons. So thanks again, and I will see you real soon.